Yo, what's going on? This your boy Casey for L with the Casey for L Wrestling Takes. Well, y'all, that was all out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. The show didn't blow me away as we always expect AEW to give us bangers when it comes to the pay-per-views. This one wasn't a banger. They had some great hits and they had some misses. We're gonna be breaking it down, dissect all that tonight. So let's go ahead and let's get into this right now. So, all right, guys. So on the all-out buy-in, we had two matches that was added. We had the first match being Joey Janela going against Serpentico, whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And he had that Luther guy in his corner, and you already know Sonny Kiss was in Joey Janela's corner. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I say, I think Joey Janela and them. I think to me, Joey Janela is like a if what was the boy name? If Bret Hart was hardcore, if he was ECW, that's what I feel like he is, because he kind of wear those Bret Hart sunglasses that he used to wear back in the day. That's what I feel like Joey Janela is, except for out the wrestling ability. Like Joey could I've seen sometimes where he can do some things, whatever, but I'm really not too big on him, and I really don't know who Serpentico is. I've seen him before, but really don't. That's it. Joey and them won this match due to the fact that that boy Luther tried to get involved, and Sonny Kiss came out the woodwork, knocked him out. Joey did his move on Serpentico, got the victory. Next, we get to the other match that was added. Private Party taking on two of the members of Dark Order, numbers 3 and 4. Now, we already know about Private Party. We feel like, and they kept acknowledging the fact that the only thing we know about Private Party is that they got that upset on the Young Bucks back when the show first started. In other words, they really ain't been doing too much with Private Party, and that's unfortunate because I really enjoy watching Private Party. 3 and 4 is very good. This was a very good match that was on the buy-in. I'm so glad that Private Party got the victory as expected, because they tried to make it seem that 3 and 4 was going over, and they didn't. Private Party gets the victory, like I said, because they was doing all kind of crazy stuff in the match, and like I said, it was real good. So now we go on to the main card. The match that was supposed to be on the pre-show got pushed to the main card. Yeah, I'm talking about the tooth and nail match between Dr. Britt Baker and Big Swole. Now, as the scenes and how things was, like, I guess you could say they won for entertainment. The match itself, I think it should have been on the pre-show. That should be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a huge Big Swole fan, and Britt Baker, she coming to her own in this heel gimmick. I just feel like Reba was just way too. They had too many spots with Reba in it. It was just too cheesy, too much goofy stuff going on. And now I expected Britt to win this match, but they gave it to Big Swole, and that's pretty dope. So we're gonna move on. Let's get to the next match. First tag team match on the main card. Young Bucks taking on Jurassic Express. Now, I expected Jurassic Express to win. They actually had the Young Bucks win. Now, if y'all was paying any attention, the Young Bucks been acting heelish like crazy. They still baby faces, but they've been acting very heelish as of late. And they throughout this entire match, they was doing all kind of crazy things to, cheat to win or whatever. They was like just abusing everybody in the Jurassic Express. And I didn't even know Marco Stunt got hurt. That boy, he was on crutches in his foot. He had like some kind of foot thing on. I don't know what happened to him. I guess he got injured on Dark or something, because I don't really watch Dark like that. But like I said, this match was pretty good, y'all. It was very good. The Jurassic Express is coming to the own. That dude, Jungle Boy Jack, that dude's good, man. And Luchasaurus is coming into his own too. And as you heard, they was giving him praise because Reggie Miller's son, that's his favorite wrestler. His favorite wrestler is Jurassic. What's the boy name? Luchasaurus. He's a huge fan of Jurassic Express. So that's why I expected them to go over, but they didn't. Young Bucks got the victory, and so we move on. We get to the Casino Battle Royale. Now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. The build to this, I didn't care nothing about it, but the match itself was pretty good, man. And like I said, you had all kinds of people showing up in this match. I'm gonna talk about the one mishap that happened in this match, because, like I said, Everybody did what they had to do in this match. I can tell you this. Let me talk about the good part about this match. The good part was about that young man, Will Hobbs. Will Hobbs, they better get on him on Dynamite and start pushing him like crazy. That dude is good. He was the MVP of that match. I know he wasn't going to win, but he was the MVP. He lasted for a long time. I said, man, this young man right here. And, every time I see him, he always losing. Like, when I do watch Dark, he be losing all the time on Dark. And then when he was on Dynamite, he be losing. So I wasn't even expecting him to be in that match, let alone being the MVP of that match. You got to give it to him. But the one who won, like I had in my prediction, Lance Archer gets the victory. He will be facing whoever won the AEW championship. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and move on. Now, let's get to where the show kind of died. And it's unfortunate. See, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Wrestling, yes, it's a scripted show. But these wrestlers are putting their bodies on the line. And when they go out there and they do certain things, certain moves, certain spots, they have to be able to protect one another because any mishap can happen and it can kill everything. This match, now at first I thought it was just a no disqualification match because that's what a broken rules match was. Then it turned into a last man standing match. I'm like, when did they change it to a last man standing match? I thought a broken rules match was anything goes. So falls count anywhere. No, last man standing match. I'm like, when did they say it was a last man standing match? Because I don't remember that. Well, there was this particular spot. They got onto the what is it called those things? It's a scissors ladder where it's like a lot of construction folk use it. They even use it on my job where you, if you want to get somewhere high, it extends you where you go way up and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they was on that thing, and the spot was they were supposed to fall through the table that was right there. Well, Sammy pushes Matt, and Matt went flying back a little further than what the table was. So he crashed through the table, but his head and his neck hit the ground. And I knew something was, I said, oh no. I said, man, might be done. And he was just laying there. I said, oh man. I said, man. And so, when the doctor dude showed up, and then you see, what's my girl name? Arby, she threw the X up. Anytime when the referee throw the X up, that means the match is off. It's off. I'm thinking like, y'all, you mean to tell me y'all gonna finish a match like that? I was like, man. Then like 5 minutes later, they talk about the match is back on. And from that point on, you could tell Matt was very woozy. It's obvious he had a concussion. I say, no, man. I said, they should have just called the quiz and say, you know what, it's it. That's it. That's the end of the match. Call it a day. You know what I mean? Like I said, the match was very lackluster. Um, like I said, that was the spot that killed that. Like I said, that spot and what happened with my man. I forgot to talk about it. Up in the Casino Battle Royale, we had a new debut. Y'all remember that dude, Evan Bourne? That's what he used to go by when he was in WWE. He's going by Matt Citadel. Well, Matt Citadel tried to do his move where he jumps off the turnbuckles. Well, he tried that, and it became a botch. Fell down, looked like a complete goof, and everybody was sharing it all over the place. I said, man, that's messed up, you know what I mean? But, it is what it is. So, like I said, from that point on, it just felt like the show just was off. Then we got the great women's match. Hikaru Shida versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. Great match. Like I say, this is a start for the women's division to rise up. At this point on, women's matches must follow that blueprint. The blueprint that those two ladies gave, that is the blueprint. Tony, Brandy, Cody, Kenny, the blueprint was set right there. From here on out, ain't no excuses for women's matches being like crap. The women's division gets up. That match right there was a prime example that your women's division could be A plus like everything else is. You feel me? So um, they was beating the brakes off each other. I called this match. Sheeta retains the title. Like I said, excellent match pound for pound. That girl Thunder Rosa, she's excellent. She was real good. Her and Akira Sheeta had excellent chemistry doing what they needed to do. Gave you a great match, like I said. Hands down to them. But like I said, it was unfortunate due to that bad spot that happened with Matt. That's what killed the momentum because everybody was like, oh my goodness, they was worried about his man okay. And like I said, I would personally me, that would have been the end of the match right there. I wouldn't have kept it going because you can clearly see that man was just out of it. So next, after Woodwork, we get Kip Sabian and Penelope talking in the back, talking about they got a surprise popping off on Dynamite. I'm like, man, what y'all fools want? Y'all need to take y'all behinds out there with the rest of them and just cheer on whoever you plan on cheering on. These fools up here talking about they got a wedding plan. Now you already know weddings don't ever go right in wrestling. We've seen 100 billion weddings in the wrestling industry on these wrestling shows, and they never go right. These fools talk about we got a wedding plan, and he talk about we got a secret best man that we won't tell you till on Dynamite. I'm like, oh, I say I done seen a gazillion wedding plans, weddings, and they always crumble. It's like I'm tired of it. I don't need to see no more weddings. That's just some straight up WWE stuff. I'm serious. Like AEW, they really didn't need to do that. So that's what we getting next week on Dynamite. These two got a wedding and all this clown stuff. You know it ain't going right. So next we get to the 8-man tag team, the Dark Order, which consists of Brody Lee, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and the homie Chi-Town native Colt Cabana, right here from the backyard. You feel me? Taking on the team of Dustin, QT Marshall, Scorpion Sky, and Frank Kazarian. No, I'm sorry. He was up in the Casino Battle Royal. Matt Cardona. Now, y'all know I can't stand 8-man tag team matches. I can't stand them. It's like they do them on like every day. It's like we don't need no 8-man tag team every week. If you're gonna do one, at least build to it. Don't give us an 8-man tag team all the time because I feel like it's just filler. It's like you just put them on the show just to be putting them on the show. But y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. They did a pretty good job, and the right team went over. I thought Dark Order was gonna win. Nope. Dark Order lost. And they lost because this is what happened. All right, Brody Lee basically set up Colt Cabana. He had, what's his name, knocked out. He had Dustin Rhodes knocked out, ready to go. This fool come in the ring, clowning, acting a complete fool. And Dustin got him, did the move on him, got the 1-2-3, messed up everything. So now this is, I guess you could say, because Colt, he claimed he really went in the Dark Order. He just been hanging out. I'm like, how you been hanging out for over 2 months? I'm just hanging out. So obviously he ain't ready to get kicked out. Evil Uno stayed there because actually after they lost the match, Brody Lee was yelling at him and laid him out on the floor. Evil Uno stood there and picked him up and said, yo, come roll with me. I got you. I'm going to go talk to him. He's a little hot here because, we just lost the match and everything. But y'all, the match is pretty good, man. Like I said, I can't stand eight-man tag team matches, but they did pretty good. They did a very good job. And like I said, I take my hat off to them because I know what they was working with. Like I said, everybody got Matt Hardy on their mind. I know they did. And then I'm gonna talk about the crowd too. Y'all, the crowd was very quiet because they started off loud, but I found out the reason why they was quiet because the humidity was extremely high. They out there in Florida. They said the humidity was hot, so they really didn't have no energy to cheer or boo. That's why it was very quiet. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into this amazing another tag team match. This is the AEW tag team titles. Kenny Omega, Hangman Page versus FTR with Tully Blanchard in the corner. Y'all, this was old school, pound for pound, hit for hit, storytelling at best. You can't even deny it. The crowd would have been great for this match, but they seem to be out of it. Like I just got through talking about. FTR is great. Kenny Omega is great. Hangman Page is great. And I don't know, did y'all pay attention to Tully Blanchard's jacket? Did y'all see what he had on his back on his jacket? That was a horseman logo. It was just two horses on his back. See, they let you know it's about to pop off. It's coming. They teasing it little by little. Because we already know so we know 3 of the clowns is gonna be in the group. We got Sean Spears, and we got Dash and Dax and Cash. So that's 3. So who the other 4th clown is finna join the group? Don't know yet. Gonna find out. Yo, this match is pound for pound. Cass is going at it. Cass doing what they need to do. Like I say, everybody struggle. When I say everybody struggle to try to get over on one another because you had to keep it even. It wasn't like everybody was dominating on. It wasn't one sided. You got 100% effort from Kenny and them, and you got 100% effort from FTR and them. And each time they all tried to get the one up on each other. It just like everybody always was countering. But the main story that was going on was every time when Kenny and them would try to get in there, Hangman would, it always be something goofy going on. He's like, man, like shoot, he's like he either hurt 1 minute, then try to get in there. It was like everybody was working together. It was like boom, 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 and then when they get up in there, and then all nonsense just break loose. So the last scene that popped off, was okay. I think Kenny was trying to go for I don't know what that move is. Well, he accidentally whacked Hangman, and I already knew. I said, oh boy. I said, here we go. And everybody was expecting the heel turn to pop off. He knocks him out by accident. They go and they do the move on him. They do that double team move. And you think it's over, but Hangman kicked out. So then they go back there. Kenny tried to get back up in there. Wasn't enough. They do the move on Hangman Page. We are now looking at your new AEW Tag Team Champions, FTR. They made a decree on Dynamite. They said they wasn't walking out without them titles, and they wasn't lying. They sure did. That match delivered. They did what they had to do. Like I said, I just wish the crowd was in it. I understand it was hot, but that match was great. They did what they had to do. I know some people probably say they poo-pooing on the match. No, I think the match was good. They did what they had to do. Now, let's get to this Mimosa match. Now, Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy. The match did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to get OC over. It did, but the match was very cheesy. You knew that was going to happen. It was a gimmick match. I personally feel that the Stadium Stampede match was a way better match than this match was. Pretty much was Orange basically acting like he wanted to go swimming in the water, but whatever it is, champagne / orange juice. Chris Jericho got thrown up in there. I mean, you knew it was coming. Or OC wins. I mean, what else can I say about the match? Like I said, it did what it had to do. It had to get OC over. He's over like a mug. Chris Jericho did what he had to do. There you have it. Now let's go ahead and get into this main event. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I take a dump on MJF's wrestling all the time. I say the man is one of the greatest talkers on the planet. Like I said, you need somebody to talk. Put a microphone in front of that man. He gonna have you on the floor like, man, like this dude, he's amazing when it comes to talking. But I really didn't feel his in-ring work was worth it. I always criticized his in-ring work. Till that match he did with Jungle Boy at Double or Nothing. I said, okay, fine, this young man is showing me something. Y'all, this match between him and Jon Moxley, whoo! 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I'm telling you, 2 thumbs up. They did what they had to do. And I don't even remember what the scene was. I just know I was too busy trying to take notes. Next thing you know, I look up, this fool been split open. I'm like, wait, how did he get busted open? I can't tell you because, like I said, I was too busy trying to take notes. I looked up, like I said, I'm like, man. And the stipulation was John could not use the paradigm shift. That was the name of the game. These two was tearing each other up. And it was a scene where Moxley, I guess, dislocated his arm. So he kept trying to hit his arm, trying to put it back in place. He kept hitting it on the turnbuckle. Yo, these two, they went at it. Moxley out there screaming, yelling, biting folk, acting like he's some kind of vampire. I'm like, man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man. And you thought the man had it won. Every time you thought MJF was going to get it, Moxley found a way to kick out. So let's go ahead and talk about what got him to lose this match. Because, like I said, I picked MJF to win, but I had a feeling that Moxley wasn't losing it, especially with Lance Archer winning. Excuse me. So the referee is talking with Warlow, and he throws MJF's diamond ring in the ring. Well, he's distracting the ref. MJF gets the ring, but Moxley catches him. Now remember, he can't use the paradigm shift. Moxley uses the paradigm shift. Referee ain't paying attention. Moxley retains his AEW World Heavyweight Championship. You can say the right man went over. Like I say, I know some people think MJF needed that win. I'm cool that he lost. Like I said, I don't think you know. Like I said, it is what it is. But overall, that match delivered, and they did what they had to do to save this pay per view. Because y'all, I'm serious. This personally for me was AEW's weakest pay per view. You know me. The last time I said they had a weak pay per view was last year's Full Gear. And Full Gear was decent. This All Out 2020 was one of the weakest pay per view. You know me. I give AEW praise all the time. I come on here. I tell y'all everything. Like when they give it, when they deliver, I'm gonna come on here and give you that real. You know what I'm saying? When they come on here and they give you some duds, oh, I'm gonna criticize. I'm gonna let them know. But like I said, overall, decent pay per view. Like I said, a couple of those spots. That's what kind of killed it. Um, my final grade for this show. This show is getting a 7 out of 10. Usually, the high I give AEW pay per views like 9s and 8s all the time. This was a 7. I'm going with it. That's what I'm sticking with. A 7. 7 out of 10. Y'all tell me in the comment section what y'all think. Did y'all like the pay per view? Did you think it was great? Or you like me and think, yeah, due to all the mess that popped off, and feel like other cats could have been, other matches could have been a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But hey, this your boy Casey for L signing out. Hey, I'm gone.